everybody, welcome to a new episode of the Diecast News. Now today's following program is definitely going to be quite intense as, do I really gotta say what's gonna be going on in the world? Well, no, I'm not talking about that C word, I'm talking about another C word. And that is, my friend, is these bullshit suckers right here. Yep, it's gonna be that kind of an episode. So what is up, Diecast collectors? This is OBB, the Diecast News guy, and finally, welcome to a brand new episode of the NASCAR Diecast News, episode 227 of the final season of the NASCAR Diecast News. So, yeah, it's been about like 3 to 4 weeks, almost a month since I made an episode of the Diecast News, and quite frankly, I mean, there's not really much to be talking about, but that's why I decided to cram this episode all into one for you guys, because, yeah, you guys really do like enjoying the long episodes, especially, the longer the videos are, the longer the live stream is, because if you guys know, I do put these with the YouTube premieres, so yeah, let's get the chat going, guys, and let's go ahead and get things started on this new episode of the Diecast News. This isn't live, this is pre-recorded, but I'm hoping all you guys out there are looking forward to all these new stuff we're going to be talking about. We do not have any newly released diecast release, so that's a first for the NASCAR Diecast News. However, though, we do got to talk about 2 new promos that just came out from the last few weeks, and also some updates on some diecasts, because we've had a lot of updated news to be talking about on certain diecasts that I think really definitely requires some more emphasis on it, because there's a lot of people who are talking about the diecast, and my god, we gotta love that. We also got 15 new pre-orders as well, including probably some iRacing cars as well. So yeah, this episode of the Diecast News really has a lot of firsts for this episode. And speaking of that, guys, we got ourselves the most cancellations of throughout my 10 years I've done the NASCAR Diecast News. We got ourselves 20 cancellations, and this is just unbelievable, man. 20 cancellations in the year 2020. Just when you thought the year 2020 or the number 20 can't get any worse. Oh boy. Oh my god. Well, as I'm going to go ahead and kick off this new episode of the Diecast News and get to that very cheaply made introduction, I'm going to go and slam my forehead in the background while you guys go enjoy this show real quick. Alrighty guys, after some time thinking and compensating with the wall, let's go ahead and kick off this new episode of the NASCAR Diecast News, and we got ourselves to be talking about not some newly released diecasts. We do not have any of those to show you guys, because you guys might know what's been going on now with the whole C word thing, but what else is new. But yeah, we do got to talk about in replacement of that, we do got some updates for some new NASCARs that were on pre-order. But before we get to that, guys, let's look at some new 164 promo diecasts. I'm sure you guys are dying to find out how you can get them. I believe one of these you can get them on eBay, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this first one right here. It's a way more older looking car. It is a nationwide car, guys. If you guys remember the NASCAR Nationwide series, we got ourselves the number 08 2011 Casey Roderick RandyHillRacing.com Ford Mustang for Randy Hill Racing. This was a very unique find that I actually found on Instagram, and several other NASCAR diecast related Instagram users. I'll provide all their usernames in the description, as there's just a lot of people who actually have this car now. But my God, guys, this is definitely a very unique looking car, guys. I mean, I don't know why it took this long to finally get it out to the public, but apparently this sparked out, like I said, on Instagram, but this was found on the Randy Hill Racing's Facebook page, and apparently that they were selling limited quantities of these, and now they actually got, I'm guessing they got more quantities of it, and now they're selling it on their Facebook page. So you guys can pick up the 164 scale. I believe they're selling it for a pretty reasonable price. I mean, better than eBay. So I'm sure it's probably under $10. So I mean, it is a older car, but you know, promo diecasts do have some value to them. I think I probably saw this car starting off at $15 on eBay. So, but you might get lucky and find some Instagram users who have this car for a cheaper price. But I'll try to find the link in the description if you guys want to go ahead and get on the ball with this diecast. But very cool, guys. So here's the as you guys saw, I already showed you the photo with the car in the box, and these are not my photos. These are provided by a anonymous Instagram user. So yeah, but here is the driver's side version of this car, guys. So really nice and purple, and it's got the flames to it. Really cool. I'm not really familiar with this driver or this paint scheme, but I must say that is pretty cool. I think he did drove this scheme a couple times. I did look this car up on Google as well, and I believe he ran this again in 2012 in the number 39 car with a different sponsor, but the paint scheme still looked the same. So I mean, really cool. Here's the passenger side. If you guys want to take a look at that, I mean, my God, look at that. Look at that spoiler, man. Remember the shark fin spoilers that we used to have? My God. Or I forgot what they used to call those, but holy crap, man. I mean, those were oh yeah, the bunny rabbit ears, yeah. Why did I say shark fin? I don't know. Shark fins, bunny rabbits, or whatever you want to call those things. But yeah, that was a very interesting thing to show right there. But they also, like I mentioned, they also do sell the 124 scale version of this car as well. So for any 124 collectors out there, you guys are in luck, because they did make this car in both scales. So like I said, you can check that out on the RandyHillRacing.com Facebook page, and also find on eBay, and if you're in the diecast community on Instagram, there will be some sellers out there who will have them. And if you guys need any more help on finding this diecast, feel free to send a DM or email. Well, it's 2020. Might as well send a DM on my various social media accounts. But yeah, that wraps up on that first promo. Now time to get on to a very controversial promo, guys. And I'm saying controversial because the next promo I'm about to show you guys, it is on my least favorite mold of all time. That is right. It is the dreadful, the almighty PTC mold. The PTC mold. The god freaking PTC mold. And I'm going to try my best to not rant or cuss in this video, but it's going to be really hard, because I am definitely putting on a fake smile. But this car I'm about to show you guys was actually a car that I did not put on the on my 2019 NASCAR diecast release slideshow, because this car was leaked on a driver's Instagram page when he was doing a giveaway, and that driver I'm referring to is Austin Theriault. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. I mean, I'm horrible with pronunciation, so correct me if I'm wrong, but we got Austin Theriault's 2019 Bangor Savings Bank Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 for Rick Rare Racing. So really cool. We got another Rick Rare Racing car in this diecast collection. I mean, I think the last time we ever had a Rick Rare Racing car was released was with his son Cody Ware. If you guys remember those two number 51 cars that he drove, the East Carolina Pirates University car and the Clemson University car. I believe Plan B Sales still has one of those cars up, so It's been about 2 years since we had a Rick Rare Racing diecast, so pretty cool that we got this. But I believe the only way you can get this diecast, guys, is through the sponsor or from Austin Teriolt's website, from what I know. This one has been a lot more harder to find. I mean, you could definitely, compared to the Casey Roderick diecast, you can find that anywhere now. But this one is a little more hard to find. I tried emailing someone on Instagram, show me the email, and I tried to get an email from them. And apparently they can give these out for free, but I have not heard anything back from that email in about like 2 weeks now, so don't know if it's true or not. But yeah, this all these photos I'm showing you guys right here. Here's the driver's side version of this car. Are from Milo's diecast on Instagram. Also used to be known as Milo's Cup Series. So shout out to him if he's watching this video. But here is the front side view of this car, guys. I'm, as you guys know, not a big fan of this mold, so I can't really say too many good things about this, but do like the packaging on this car, guys. Really nice. And I believe this is, also, as I'm showing you guys, the passenger side version of this car now. This is, I believe, Austin Teriolt's first Cup Start car. As now I'm showing you guys, the back bumper does have the rookie stripes, so this was his first ever Cup Start. I want to say he ran this at Loudon, so the New Hampshire race, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So really cool. But yeah, I mean, that's a really interesting find. But then again, it's yet another promotional diecast that's on the PTC mold. I mean, my God, did we not learn anything from the Joey Gase promos from 2018? God almighty, those diecasts. I mean, well, I mean, this one looks a lot more better because it is technically a Cup car compared to the Joey Gase car, which was an Xfinity car on a Cup mold body. So, I mean, that is still the laughing stock of promos right there. So, but that's going to wrap up on the 164 promos, guys. And now we got some updated diecast pictures to show you guys. So, first up, we're going to be showing you guys some updated diecast renders of some of the cars that were on pre-order for Daytona. So, I'm sure this one is, a lot of people are requesting to finally see what the render was going to look like this. And Lionel definitely did their best with this, but we'll see how it comes out in the prototype version when that gets, released soon, since everything's on delay now. But it is Eric Jones's 2020 Sport Clips Haircuts Busch Clash race win. So there's the updated render for you guys, as you see right there. I mean, it looks like it's all gonna be decal, which, I don't expect Lionel doing the actual damage. In fact, I mean, I know I criticize Lionel a lot, but that's gonna be really hard to, try to do damage on the front end. So, it looks like, I don't know, they did tone down on the tape a little bit, or am I just, I don't know, I remember that this thing was, like, wrapped up on tape and bare bond like crazy. But, I mean, they get an E for effort, I will say at the least, but we'll see how it goes up on the prototype pictures very soon, even though those are going to be on delay now with everything going on in the world. But now we got to talk about also a dual winner, guys. We got William Byron's 2020 what was this, the Exalta C-Glass car that he drove at Daytona, which was really nice. I mean, the diecast render, I mean, it doesn't look the best. This is supposed to represent his dual win that he won for the Bluegrass Vacation Duels, or whatever the hell they're called now. I mean, they change the sponsor every year, so I just call them the Daytona Duels. Pardon my English, I can't talk it today. But, I mean, the diecast renders definitely look, especially this one, I mean, it definitely does look very dull and boring. I mean, this is a fairly clean raced version, but still pretty cool. I'm sure this is going to be one of these cases where the diecast renders don't look too good, but I got a feeling that this diecast will look beautiful with those Exalted colors. So, I mean, solid job right there. And the last Daytona pre-order that I'm showing you guys an updated diecast render of is the car that unfortunately got canceled in the last episode of the diecast news. The regular race, the regular version of this car got canceled. But the race version did made MOQ, and it is Noah Gregson's 2020 Bass Pro Shops Black Rifle Coffee True Timber Chevrolet Camaro for Junior Motorsports. So really cool. It looks like it does have some. It's supposed to represent. It's not gonna have actual damage, but a decal damage on the passenger side. Right where the passenger rear tire is, you can see, some damage molded out right there. I mean, it's gonna be a decal, but still looks pretty cool. But yeah, I know a lot of people are gonna be excited for this race win, that's for certain. But really cool. But now the time to talk about, as we wrapped up your the updated diecast renders. Now we're gonna be talking about a two diecast in mind that were supposed to they were actually going to be on the pre-order list. I mean, if you guys saw the slideshow, that these cars were on the pre-order list. But we got to talk about the Kyle Busch 2020 M&M's Messages cars. So if any of you guys do not know, I mean, you guys should know this by now because it's been a few weeks now since, you know, we have not had any type of motorsports related event. I mean, we're almost coming up to a month now, for Christ's sakes. But the Kyle Busch M&M's Messages cars, he was supposed to drive this car at there's two variants of this car. He was supposed to drive one of these cars at Homestead and the other one at Atlanta. All right, there's a blue one and a pink one. But apparently, I mean, I got my source from the Diecast fans on Twitter. Check them out. They are a really good, reliable source, and they are practically up to date when it comes to you know, everything that has to do with Diecast. So I mean, heck, that's awesome to hear right there. But yeah, both of these are technically, I was gonna think about putting these on the canceled list, but you know, I can't really consider them being canceled. They're just being put on a hold right now. So both of the Kyle Busch, and this includes all scales, 124, Elite, ARC, and 164, all scales for those two M&M's Messages cars will be canceled. Will be on hold for now. All right, I don't want to say canceled because they never really got the shot to go and ran these cars at the actual track. I mean, there could have been a chance Kyle Busch could have drove these cars at the virtual track, but however, though, the Diecast fans did say that's if they end up running these schemes again, that they might be up for pre-order. So that's why I'm not putting this up on the cancellation list just yet, because it's not really considered a cancellation. I know it sounds a little confusing, but the bottom line is that we're going to have to wait longer on the Kyle Busch M&M's Messages car. So hopefully they're going to make a return. Maybe when racing starts up in the next few months, we'll see these cars. We'll probably see these M&M's Messages cars released. But you know, they are very unique looking diecast, guys. I mean, I know the paint schemes look kind of similar. I mean, like I said, one is blue and one is pink, and they have different writings with it. So I mean, can't go wrong with the M&M schemes, guys. But that is unfortunate, especially for the Kyle Busch fans out there. So and a lot of people probably wonder what the hell happened to those diecast listings on the pre-orders. If you saw Lionel's website, they're no longer listed on there. So decided to give you guys that info right there. But now time to talk about our last topic for the updates, and this has to include the 2020 Hailie Deegan ARCA Daytona car that you know, she ran pretty well in. I mean, I think she got like I think she finished right around the top 5 if I'm not mistaken, or I want to say she finished second, or all I say is that she ran pretty well in this scheme, even though she unintentionally turned somebody around during the race. But I mean, my God, guys, I mean, if you guys thought the Instagrammers, the Diecast Instagrammers were going crazy over that Casey Roderick car, they were going ballistic, guys. I mean, I know one guy known as Michigan Diecast, he was going on a full rant about what happened with the Hailie Deegan ARCA car. So if any guys out there who do not know what the hell happened, let's just say that apparently that this diecast is no longer going to be sold at Lionel's at Lionel Racing's website, or any of the Lionel Racing diecast dealers that you guys should know, because I believe that they put that the sponsor Monster Energy put a limited number of the ARCA car available. I believe that there was only about like 500, I think, that they wanted to make, and they said they only want it in they did not, you cannot get it anywhere else. They specifically want this diecast at Hailie Deegan's official shop. Now, I mean, I know that kind of that does sound kind of bad, but I mean, a lot of people are like, okay, well, I mean, they're going to be probably about the same price. Well, what if I told you that, let's just say, as soon as this news broke, let's just say that, you know, like the rest of the world that's been going on right now, they've been price gouging the hell out of this diecast. I mean, I think I saw on their website one time that they were selling, I mean, on the website right now, this car is currently listed $119, but I believe that they were offering the autograph version of this car, and it was right up there in the 200s, like probably 200, 250 for a freaking autographed ARCA diecast? Are you shitting bricks? Hopefully gold bricks, because that's what's gonna take to freaking get this car. Holy crap, dude. I mean, my God, that is just insane for a 124 scale diecast. I mean, a lot of people are blaming a lot of people are trying to find who was this to blame on, but I mean, it looks like it probably has to do with Monster Energy. I mean, there were some emails that were going around. I mean, this was a very controversial topic, guys, that happened on Instagram, so I don't really want to, you know, say who's to blame, but I mean, I guess we can probably blame Monster Energy for this, possibly, but that is just very unfortunate for that to happen, guys, because I mean, we all know Hailie Deegan is a very popular driver in the ARCA series, and she's rising up in the ranks, but like, she hasn't got a win in the ARCA series yet. So I mean, they're just usually they're price gouging her for brand loyalty because, you know, Hailie Deegan is a brand. I'm sorry to say that, but it's a shame. All right, it is a damn shame that it has come to that, guys. I mean, just that still pisses me off. I mean, it looks like that they did change the prices. I mean, due to you know, uncertain reasons. Yeah, I wonder what the hell that means. But, I mean, I thought this was a unique thing to talk about. And feel free to comment below what your guys' take on this, or if you guys know more any information about this. I mean, I'm not a news... I am not, like, a news source in any way, shape, or form. I just... I don't give you guys bullshit. I just try to... say what's on my mind, and then you guys can check along, because that's what the Diecast News is about, guys. But yeah, feel free, what do you guys want to say about that, as now we're going to wrap up on the updates, and now it's time to get on to the lightning round, which you guys know what that means. It's time for the pre-orders. So we got ourselves 15 new pre-orders, and we're going to be going through these in a relatively quick pace, because like I said, we got to talk about the big one, which is the 20 freaking cancellations. I mean, 20, that's bam, 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 20. So but that was like stupid and cringy right there. But yeah, let's go and get started with the new pre-orders, guys. So we're gonna be looking at some of the cars that were offered at the last few weeks. As you guys know, we do start off in numerical order, but we do start off with the race wins. So let's look back at the last NASCAR race that actually happened on a real racetrack instead of this fake racing going on. It is Joey Logano's 2020 Shell Pennzoil Phoenix race win. And I must say, guys, I mean, Phoenix usually, I mean, a lot of people were disappointed that Phoenix was going to be the season finale of this season, but now we have no idea what's going to happen now with this season, because, you know, 2020 has been a very interesting year for motorsports and sports related stuff. But this was surprisingly a very exciting race, guys. I actually passed out during this race, but I went back and saw the highlights, and I saw a majority of the race with the highlights, and I must say, guys, it was pretty entertaining for it being a Phoenix race, guys. So, I mean, I think they definitely nailed the package on this one with the shorter spoilers, as you can see right there, with Joey Logano winning this race. I mean, you guys know I'm not the biggest fan of Joey Logano for obvious reasons. I mean, yeah, just saying. But yeah, I mean, this is definitely, I mean, even if you don't like the driver, I mean, this will be a cool diecast to pre-order, just to remember, you know, possibly the last NASCAR race that we ran in so far for the actual racing, because now we got iRacing going on with NASCAR. So yeah, I mean, really interesting find. But this is about pre-order in both 124 scales. This is not offered in the 164 scale, but who knows? NASCAR Authentics might surprise us later in the 2020 waves. And now we got to talk about some iRacing cars, guys. So yeah, this is yet another first time for the NASCAR Diecast News history. We actually have two iRacing pre-orders to be talking about. Well, this one is actually kind of weird, but it's going to be on Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Filter Time car. This is the car that he almost won at the Homestead Miami race with the battle between Denny Hamlin and also Dale Jr. So this was really cool, guys. Plus, if you guys didn't know, that Filter Time was also the sponsor of that NASCAR YouTuber NASCAR race that just happened. So that was actually really cool. I know a lot of buddies of mine, like Brandon and Smoke Carbon, who watched that race well, not watched the race, but they were actually in the race. So that was pretty cool to look at, and I just thought about that with the sponsors. So I mean, clever marketing right there. But shout out to those two SOBs. But yeah, the Filter Time scheme, guys. I mean, a very interesting looking car. I mean, even though this is technically, you know, a virtual car at a virtual racetrack, so, but I know a lot of people are gonna be like, yeah, Lionel made this diecast because it's a Dale Jr. car. Well, actually, this was actually supposed to be the '88 Filter Time car that he drove at the at one of the first. It wasn't the Pro Invitational races, but it was like before they did the Pro Invitational races. I forgot what it was called, but he drove the '88 Filter Time car, and then Lionel decided they did offer that, and then they updated it, and they said, okay, well, instead of the 88 scheme, we're going to go ahead and offer the 8 car, because that car almost won the Homestead race. So, I mean, smart right there. But, and this is also offered in both scales as well, because, you know, it's Dale Jr. He sells crazy when it comes to NASCAR diecast. I mean, he's up there with Chase Elliott. But, you know, anytime Dale Jr. is in an event, you are guaranteed to see a diecast getting produced, even if it's a fake racing diecast. So, but, man, I mean, I don't know what to say about that right there, but it is a really cool looking scheme, guys. I mean, it does kind of make up to the fact that Dale Jr. didn't really drove that 8 helmet scheme. I mean, he did virtually at Texas, but he was supposed to drive that 8 helmet scheme at Homestead. So, like I said, this year's all been so screwed up, I don't even know what to talk about now. But that's available for pre-order, and now we also got to talk about the most recent winner. I mean, as I'm uploading this video and recording this during the Bristol race. By the way, congrats to William Byron winning the Bristol race. I will give you guys an update if that car will be available for pre-order. But we got to talk about your Texas winner, guys, from the iRacing Pro Invitational race from the NASCAR series, and it is Timmy, good old Timmy Hill, guys. Let's get Timmy rolling down in the comments. If anybody's out there who is a South Park fan, you will get my reference. So, but yeah, guys, we got the Timmy Hill roofclaim.com Texas race win. Yeah, a raced win iRacing diecast. I mean, even though this is a virtual race and it's fake racing, I must say, guys, this is going to be one cool pre-order, guys. I mean, look at all the dirt and debris that's on that car. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying that, but my God, I mean, this fake diecast is going to look really damn cool. I mean, I can't believe we're in the year 2020. We're going to be talking about fake NASCAR diecast. My God, you just gotta love it. But I really do like this lot, guys. I'm glad Timmy Hill got the recognition he deserved. I mean, this guy, right up there with William Byron, is probably, from what I heard, I'm not really familiar with iRacing. I mean, heck, I don't even have an iRacing license to begin with. So, what do I know? I mean, I don't know with how things are going and me being quarantined, because I do live in upstate New York. Maybe I could get iRacing set up, but I gotta find the time for it. But anyways, getting so off topic, guys. Timmy Hill, guys, this guy has over 600 wins in iRacing. That's insane. That is pretty insane. So this guy definitely knows what's up. But really cool, he got the recognition, and now we're finally getting a Timmy Hill diecast, and it's available for pre-order only in the 124 scale though. So that is really disappointing. But I don't know, if we get a lot of demands from Lionel, then maybe they could offer a 164 scale version of this diecast later down the road. Looking at you, NASCAR Authentics. But now, to wrap up all those race win guys, now we got to go back in numerical order, and let's look at all the pre-orders that are offered for this episode, guys. So we got Michael and Nets 2020 TMC Transportation Group. Transportation Chevrolet Camaro for the NASCAR Xfinity Series for JR Motorsports. Same traditional scheme that we know. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this car get canceled because we already had the Team C car released last year. So, yeah, I mean, this is going to be easy cancellation, that's for certain. Now we got a brand new fresh look for the money line schemes, guys. I mean, I did kind of criticize that the scallop schemes are starting to get a little old and stale. I mean, I know Roger Penske is very uniform with his paint schemes and liveries, but this is a really cool, nice change of pace. It kind of reminds me of the Worth schemes a little bit, guys. But here we guys go. We got to talk about Brad Keselowski's 2020 Money Lion Ford Mustang and Joey Logano's 2020 Money Lion Ford Mustang. Both really unique looking diecast, guys, but I really hope we actually get the Joey Logano Moneyline diecast produced, guys, because we have not had a Joey Logano Moneyline car released yet, and this might be a good time to get it, guys. But we'll see how that goes. But I am really digging both of these diecasts, even though I'm not the biggest fan of one of these. I must say, I am digging this different change of pace, and I don't know, if we get lucky, maybe I think Austin Cindric also drove this scheme as well in the Xfinity Series. My God, I would love to have a Ryan Blaney scheme of this. I mean, it would just go great with the Ryan Blaney collection. But now we got to talk about the man who I think is going to be racing in the NASCAR towards the end of the NASCAR season when things are clearing up. This guy is literally a tank. We're going to talk about Ryan Newman, guys, and his number 6 Koch Ford Mustang. As you guys know, I mean, I do not even want to say what happened at the Daytona 500 race because due to, mutual respects with Ryan Newman and his family. But I will say, guys, that this is a wonderful looking paint scheme, guys, and I am absolutely looking forward to get this diecast. Gonna be really cool. I mean, I wasn't really the biggest fan of the scheme at first, but the more I look at it now, I actually do kind of like it. I mean, there's something about blue number 6 Roush cars that I just like. I don't know, maybe gives me like a Mark Martin vibe, but this one kind of does a little bit, and really do like that a lot. But I think a lot of people are gonna like this car because it's a Ryan Newman car that he ran at Daytona before what happened. But now we got some JR Motorsports diecast to be talking about. We got Justin Allgaier's number 7 Site 1 Landscape Supply Chevrolet Camaro for the NASCAR Xfinity Series for JR Motorsports. So, very unique looking car. I'm a little concerned that this car might get canceled because it is underrated. I mean, JR Motorsports, guys, even though it's a very popular team in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, their die-casts usually get canceled a lot, so just watch out for this one. Another one I'm a little concerned about, but it is available pre-order. It is Daniel Hemrich's number 8 on-deck Chevrolet Camaro for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Very unique looking diecast, guys. I actually do not mind this car at all, guys. It is very unique and very bright and vibrant, but we'll see what will happen if this car makes it on the pre-order list. And now we got to talk about some more Pennzoil schemes, and finally we got ourselves the Ryan Blaney Pennzoil scheme that actually looks pretty damn cool, guys. We got his Pennzoil scheme that he ran pretty well at the Pennzoil 400. I mean, came up short from yet another victory, but my God, guys, this is when he was leading the points, but of course that took a turn for the worse when he came to Phoenix. But my God, as you can tell, I'm definitely missing NASCAR already. The actual real racing of NASCAR. I mean, I don't mind this high racing stuff, but just God, I just want everything to go back to normal eventually. But the Pennzoil scheme, guys, I mean, as you guys can tell, I mean, I do love Menards Yellow, but I am glad that they dropped that freaking Menards Yellow, guys. We got ourselves the regular yellow Pennzoil number 12 on the side with the regular yellow Pennzoil on the spoiler. So much more better looking. I mean, I actually do not mind this paint scheme anymore. I mean, because before, guys, they did mix up the yellows with the Pennzoil yellow and the Menards Yellow, and I'm like, that doesn't work. I mean, it's unfortunate that he drove and won that car at the Roval race. I mean, because it is an ugly looking paint scheme, but they definitely cleaned up on it. And I must say, guys, this is actually a really unique looking diecast. Now, time to talk about a diecast that this is actually a 2019 pre-order, guys. Believe it or not, we actually do got a 2019 pre-order, and it is a fantasy scheme, guys. It's Kyle Busch's 2019 M&M's App State, Minnesota Toyota Camry for Joe Gibbs Racing. So I believe that this was during one of their games, if I'm not mistaken, for App State. So yeah, I mean, very unique. I mean, as you can see, we got I don't know. I mean, I almost got mistaken this car for a Halloween car, guys, because I mean, it's black and it's got yellow. Again, black and yellow, a very cool color combination. I'm glad they incorporated it on there right there. But if any of you guys are a big fan of the Minnesota App State, I mean, this is definitely gonna be a hardcore car to get. But I mean, we rarely ever see any oh yeah, I mean, this car definitely reminds me of a Halloween car because it does say Happy Halloween on the deck lid, so I'm a genius. But yeah, I mean, very unique, very unique. I mean, I mean, I can't really say anything bad about this diecast. It's like I said, it's a fancy car, but I mean, it is unique. And usually we don't get that with the Kyle Busch diecast, so very interesting. But now talk about some more Kyle Busch diecast. We got some Sport Clips diecast we talk about, and clearly with my haircuts, I mean, I'm about to grow a Stenhouse mullet, for Christ's sakes. I mean, look at this shit. Woo! We got to talk about some Sport Clips diecast, and the one I'm referred to is Kyle Busch, his number 18 Sport Clips car. So, yeah, I mean, we've never really seen Kyle Busch in this scheme before. Usually we see it with Eric Jones, but I think it was at the the Phoenix race, if I'm not mistaken, or was it Auto Club that they switched paint schemes? I think it was the Phoenix race, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Phoenix. Kyle Busch drove this car, and Eric Jones drove the Interstate car. So, I don't know. I guess kind of reminds me of the episode of SpongeBob where it was opposite day. That's kind of like how it was going right there. Yeah, I mean, very unique. Very, very unique. And to go along with this, of course, I got to go with my boy, my driver, MTJ, stage winner, 2017 Monster Energy Cup champion. Stop being a douchebag, Brian. His Sport Clips Toyota Camry for Joe Gibbs Racing. I don't know when he's gonna be driving this car, but that is really cool. It definitely gives me some Carl Edwards vibes when he, where Carl Edwards' last win came at the Texas playoff race in 2016. So just man, that is going to be an emotional diecast review, guys, if it gets made on the pre-order list. But very unique looking. I do like that car a lot, even though, I mean, I don't know, I mean, it's practically almost the same paint scheme as Kyle Busch's, but you know me, I'm going to be biased when it comes to a Truex car. I mean, every guy knows that when you're rooting for your driver, you got to be biased. Next up, we got 2 more pre-orders we talk about, then we're getting on to the big one, which is cancellations. 20 cancellations, man. Woo! Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna survive. Well, here we guys go. We got the 2020 Alex Bowman Chevy Goods Adams Polishes Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 for Header Motorsports. Yeah, I mean, this is yet another Chevy's Good car that I think they said they are they're going to be offering 4 different versions of this car, but this is the second version. As you guys know, the Chevy's Goods car was already available for pre-order, and it might make MOQ. We'll see how things will go, but here's the Adams Polishes scheme. I mean, it's basically the Chevy Goods scheme, but just with a different logo on the front and on the sides. So, I mean, still pretty cool regardless. I mean, I'm glad we still got, I'm glad we're getting some more Alex Moments diecast, but hopefully we'll get the other 2 Chevy Goods cars released soon. I forgot what the sponsors were, but I know, like I said, there's gonna be 4 different variants of this car, and already half of them are already on the pre-order list. And the final card we talk about, guys, is yet another sexy looking paint scheme driven by Chase Briscoe and his number 98 highpoint.com Ford Mustang. I mean, my God, guys, whoever designed the schemes for the for Chase Briscoe this year definitely deserve a freaking raise, guys, because my God, guys, these paint schemes have just been amazing, especially with the Ford Mustang car that he drove and won at a few weeks ago, or like a month ago, and now we come up with a high point scheme. So I'm really am loving these Chase Briscoe cars right here, and maybe we'll get lucky, we'll find some cars in NASCAR Authentics. I know I keep mentioning NASCAR Authentics a lot, but as you guys can tell, I literally just can't wait until Wave 1 comes out, but that's gonna be quite a while when that comes out. But yep, guys, but now it is time to take a damn breath, because guess what, guys, we are done with the pre-orders, and now it's time to get on to probably the emotional part of this video, and probably the most emotional part I'll ever do in this series. We got ourselves the cancellations. Like, if you guys saw in the introduction, you guys might know what we're in for. But what if I could tell you guys that hopefully you guys are gonna survive with this, because we got ourselves 20 freaking cancellations. Got it. It's like the freaking Corolla virus. And yes, I said Corolla because I cannot say the actual C word. So thanks to Danny B Talks, because he referred to that virus as that. So yeah, I mean, I guess you can blame the cancellation on the viruses or whatever going on, but my God, guys, 20 cancellations, guys. I mean, I remember Instagram went crazy when it comes to the cancellations. Fun fact, guys, if you guys ever want to sit back and have a good time and get some popcorn, just get that set up and go to the Diecast News Instagram page, and whenever a cancellation gets posted up, just get ready for some entertainment, because it might be just entertaining as you know, watching this son of a bitch talking about the cancellations. But here we guys go, guys, as I'm going to be done blabbering, and let's get things started on what we're expecting with this massive load of canceled diecast. So, oh man, here we go. So first one up, it is a Michael Annett diecast. I mean, were we not surprised? Of course we weren't. Like I just mentioned with the Junior Motorsports pre-orders, they always get freaking canceled. And these next few I'm about to show you guys, I believe, actually, yeah, these first 4 or 5 I'm showing you guys are all Junior Motorsports related diecast. So, once again, I'll say it again, I'm a damn genius. I expect my raise from Lionel coming out very soon. But here we go, guys. The first one up, we got his Allstate Parts Service and Group car for Michael Annett. So, another scheme that, I mean, that has not changed at all. And, I mean, every time they offer this diecast, I just think in my head, yeah, it's gonna get canceled. So, yeah, I got canceled at both scales. So, I mean, what is there not to expect from there? Next up, we got Justin Allgaier's 2020 Brant Agriculture Chevrolet Camaro for the NASCAR Xfinity Series for JR Motorsports. I mean, this scheme didn't really change that much. I do love this scheme a lot. I mean, the 1/64 scale version of this car from 2019 was produced. So, I mean, it's not really a big loss, but it does suck for the Allgaier fans out there, because I know Allgaier does have a fan base out there, but pretty unfortunate to see that happening right there, guys. But, I mean, it's another Junior Motorsports diecast, guys. I mean, what do you guys expect? Speaking of that, we got ourselves 2 more Junior Motorsports diecast. Actually, 3 more. Holy crap. Actually, 4 more Junior Motorsports diecast. So we are not over with the Junior Motorsports diecast. Holy crap, guys. We got ourselves Jeff Burton's 2020 LS Tractor Chevrolet Camaro for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Same scheme as last year, so I'm not surprised that this car got canceled. But, I mean, at least we're thankful. I mean, just get the 2019 variant. It's still practically the same. It probably just doesn't have the rookie stripes anymore, but just, if you really are bummed out about getting this not getting this diecast, just get the 2019 variant. It's practically the same. This one is going to suck right here, guys. I mean, we got Dan for another year in a row. Just like it happened in the Cup Series, guys. The 1/64 variant of this car got canceled, but actually both scales of this car got canceled. And I'm referring to Daniel Hemrick's 2020 Poppy Bank Chevrolet Camaro for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Yeah, if you guys remember, the Poppy Bank car was made in the 124 scale for the Cup Series last year, but we're not going to have a Poppy Bank diecast ever released for this year. So that is very unfortunate. And to tag along with that, we also got to talk about his South Point hotel and casino car, which I'm really disappointed because, God, it's been like 2014 since we've got a South Point diecast released, and that was with Brendan Gaughan. So just, when are we gonna get it, guys? When? I mean, this is such a great looking diecast, guys. And oh my God, I mean, I know we've had the 124 scale version of Daniel Hemrick's car that came out like a few years ago when he drove in the Xfinity Series for RCR, but I just really want a 164 variant of this car, guys. I mean, I absolutely do like this paint scheme. I always like the South Point paint schemes, guys. It just, I don't know, something about it that just makes it look cool. But just very unfortunate, guys. I mean, this one I actually am a little bummed out about. So just, man, that is just so unfortunate to see right there, guys. And we got to talk about the last Junior Motorsports driver, guys, in this cancellation. So if you guys are Junior Motorsports fans out there, boy, you're in shit luck because we got to talk about your Daytona Xfinity winner, Noah Gragson. Another one of this diecast got canceled, and it is the car that he hit the wall and crashed in at Fontana/Auto Club. It is his Nationwide Children's Hospital Chevrolet Camaro diecast. Yeah, I mean, probably the only diecast that Nationwide will ever sponsor, and they couldn't even get the MOQ numbers for that. What I'm referring to is the minimum order of quantity. That's how the diecast are made. There has to be like a minimum order of numbers to be made to get this diecast produced. So like say if the minimum is 500, it's got to be 500 or such. I mean, I don't know exactly what the numbers are. Line always changes their rules or standards every few years or so, but all I know is what the cancellations are, and yeah, I mean, another Junior Motorsports car that got canceled in both scales, guys. But keep the both scales statement in mind, guys, because all these other diecasts I'll show you guys, practically every single scale of these cars I'm about to show you have been canceled. So like I said, this is going to be a pretty depressing episode, guys. So here we guys go, guys. Now it's time to start off with some Cup Series cars that have been canceled, and the next one I'm talking about, it is Mr. Entertainment, guys, Clint Bowyer, the guy who's been very entertaining in the NASCAR iRacing Pro Invitational Series. He's been very entertaining to watch, but unfortunately, his diecast have been canceled in both scales, guys. This is his Blue Death car, guys. I mean, this scheme is practically the same as last year's, just with even smaller and lesser contingencies, so it almost looks like a test car. But I mean, I don't know, guys. I mean, I prefer the Pete car a little bit more. I mean, it was still kind of cool that they offer the Blue Death scheme, but I mean, you know how people's ideologies are. Once they already make a diecast of this car, it's time to change up the paint scheme. I mean, that's just how NASCAR diecast collectors think, all right? Even if there's like few differences, if they change the mold or change the headlights, then I guess that's a cool difference, but I don't really see too much of a difference with this diecast, so I don't say it's a big loss. But this next one I'm about to show you guys are gonna shit bricks. I don't know if this had to do with licensing issues or what, but God, when was the last time we got a pedigree diecast made? Well, it's not gonna be this year because guess what? Kyle Busch's 2020 pedigree Toyota Camry has been canceled in all three scales: 124, Elite, ARC, and 164. That is right, folks. This is probably yet another first time for the diecast news that a Kyle Busch diecast has been canceled in every single scale. Your defending Cup champion. Your defending Cup champion cannot even get diecast made. I mean, wow. What is happening here, guys, with the diecast market? I mean, this one actually kind of sucks because I do like the pedigree scheme. And now we got to talk about another Joe Gibbs Racing diecast. Actually, these next few I'm about to show you guys, these next four are all Joe Gibbs Racing diecasts. And this next one, telling by this driver I'm referring to, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm really damn pissed. And that is going to be on Mark Truex Jr.'s 2020 Sirius XM Toyota Camry. Now, I know a lot of people are going to criticize me and be like, well, Brian, this is practically the same scheme as last year. Yes, but the blue is a different color. So that's what makes it really cool. The blue is a lot more darker. It's not lighter, like a teal, like it was on last year's. And I actually like this car. This car really did stand out at the Clash. Unfortunately, Mark Truex Jr. has haters now, and I guess, I'm just kidding, guys. I mean, I'm just kidding, but for real though, guys, this is a big bummer, guys. This is yet another surprise right here. Mark Truex Jr., who finished second in the Cup Championship, like 2 years in a row now? Not even the runner-up couldn't even get a diecast produced. Like, What is happening? Like, if it wasn't for Chase Elliott, we wouldn't be getting any diecast made. I mean, I'm just saying. My God, but just, damn, dude, this just sucks. This does suck. I mean, I'm hoping we're going to get some of these diecasts to show you. We'll probably get NASCAR Authentic because that's usually how that works, because these are some really cool looking diecasts. And these next three I'm about to show you guys, I hope you guys are not Eric Jones fans, because guess what? We're practically not going to have any Eric Jones diecast release, because his DeWalt car already got canceled from a few episodes ago. His Craftsman car gets canceled in all 3 scales. His Irwin Tools car gets canceled in all 3 scales. And guess what? The car that I just recently did a diecast review on, his Stanley Tools car, also gets canceled on all 3 scales. Holy crap. What the hell is happening? We're not going to have an Eric Jones diecast release, guys. I mean, my God, this is insane. Holy crap, dude. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before. This is insane, especially for a top-tier driver in a top-tier ride like Joe Gibbs. Wow, that is sad. I mean, the Craftsman scheme, I still like this scheme, don't get me wrong, but it's been the same for the last 2 years. The Irwin Tools scheme, though, I am disappointed because I can't remember we had an Irwin Tools diecast released in the 1/64 scale. I can't. But this automatically gave me Jay McMurray and Kurt Busch vibes. I mean, I understand the number shouldn't have been white, but still though, guys, seeing an Irwin scheme on a NASCAR, holy crap, dude. It just, it brought back so many great memories. I was looking forward to get this diecast, and all my hopes and dreams, just like Squidward, have been crushed into little tiny pieces. Don't mind me, I just need someone to go ahead and play the world's smallest violin while I'm just sobbing in the corner. But, yeah, and that one definitely, this is another cancellation that has definitely broke my heart. And the Stanley Tool scheme, I mean, same scheme as last year's, but, I mean, just get the 2019 variant. Now this one, it's actually kind of surprising. We got ourselves our first Cup race win that has been canceled, and it is your 2018 Cup champion, Joey Logano, and his number 22 Shell Pennzoil, number 22 Shell Pennzoil dual Daytona race win. So, I mean, if you guys saw all the updated diecast renders early on in this video, I talked about most of the Daytona pre-orders besides the Daytona 500 winner, and this guy right here, Joey Logano. So, yeah, that's a little disappointing. I mean, I don't think a lot of people were happy about Joey Logano winning that race, so maybe it got canceled, but I'm not quite sure. But there are a lot of Logano haters out there, including myself, just saying. But, I could probably only see why that car got canceled in both 124 in both 124 scales. Now this next one, a lot of people are actually kind of pissed off that this car got canceled. I mean, this car does look kind of plain, but we got to talk about Beardman, Corey LaJoie, and his number 32 Pala Casino car that I believe he was supposed to drive at the season finale race, or I think he also drove this at the Phoenix race, if I'm not mistaken. As you can tell by the background, that does look like Phoenix, but yeah, I mean, a Corey LaJoie diecast getting canceled. Not surprising, but I am disappointed because, I mean, even though this car kind of looks like a turd on wheels, I'm not just saying that because it's brown, but I mean, the chrome wheels are really nice, but just, yeah, that's a little unfortunate. That is, I mean, I don't know, guys. I mean, this scheme is all right. I mean, it just has different shades of brown onto it, but just, I don't know. I mean, some brown diecasts do work, but others do not. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this does look better than the Tony Stewart Nature's Bakery car, the Brownie car that was released in NASCAR Authentics, because that car looks like a damn turd, if you want to talk about turd diecast. But not for me being grotesque. Yeah, that diecast has been canceled in all scales, and now time to get on to another diecast being canceled. As I got, are we already in the halfway point right now? I want to say we are, but I'm not quite sure yet. I think we are past halfway, so I mean, we are almost done here, folks. Just be patient. We got like, let's see, I believe about like 6 more, if I'm not mistaken. So 6 more, and then we'll wrap up this episode of the Diecast News. And you guys sit back and chillax and get on with your Netflix and whatever the hell you're doing. We got Joey, not Joey, holy crap. Getting my J's wrong, holy crap. Yeah, we got John, that's who I'm trying to say. Not Joey, John Hunter Nemechek's 2020 Sicard Ford Mustang. And this is actually the first diecast that I believe I am showing you that will not be canceled in the 164 scale. The 164 variant of this car has been made along with the 124 ARC. Now for the Elite collectors, you're out of luck because this car got canceled in that scale. So it's not a big loss. Like I said, the ARC variants are going to be made, so that's really cool. So again, the year is 2020, and we're gonna have a John Hunter Nemechek diecast, but not an Eric Jones diecast. I mean, like I said, 20 has just been a unlucky number. My God, I feel sorry for anybody out there who's gonna be turning 20 this year, because just 20 seems like it's like the new bad number. I mean, I ain't no conspiracy theorist, but my God. But another front row motorsports diecast we got to talk about, as I just went a little bit out of the order right there. Clearly, I can't count numbers right. I mean, my God. We got Michael McDowell's 2020 Loves Travel Stops Speed Go Ford Mustang. This has been canceled in every single scale. So, again, very unfortunate. I'm glad they brought back the Love scheme again. I mean, I will say I do love that car. Get out of here, Brian. Get out of here. Nobody wants to hear those stupid puns. But for real though, guys, I mean, as much as I do love that car, it's unfortunate that it got canceled in all those scales. So guess we'll try again next year. Next up, we got ourselves yet another truck cancellation, and it's canceled in the 164 ARC scale. But I got a feeling with this sponsor, guys, because this was with this sponsor that I'm showing you guys, and it is Ryan Truex's 2020 Marquez Spa Chevrolet Silverado for Nice Motorsports. You guys remember the Marquez Spa car was canceled in both scales, but then they made the 164 scale a promo, because the sponsor bought out the remaining cars to get made. So it got uncanceled, and then they made it into a promo. So I got a feeling that this might be a truck promo. I mean, even though the 124 variant made it, but I don't know. I mean, if you know, knowing the history of this sponsor, I mean, maybe we will see a promotional diecast of this car later down the road. I mean, I will say that, and we've had that happen before. I mean, look at the Brad Keselowski Dent Wizard car, and also one of the Denny Hamlin FedEx schemes, I think it's his office car or the Fright car, is going to be made into a promo exclusively on FedEx. I mean, once I find out more info about that, I will let you guys know on that. But yeah, I mean, this might be the year for promotional diecasts, and maybe this truck right here might be one of them in particular. All right, we got 3 more to talk about, and then we're going to wrap this up, and I'm going to go take a nice big nap. Next up, we got to talk about a guy who is starting to get a lot of haters now after that Bristol race, and it is Bubba Wallace's 2020 Worldwide Technology Chevrolet Camaro for Rich Petty Motorsports. Now, this car will be made in the 164 scale, but for 124 collectors out there, you are out of luck, because the Elite version and the ARC version has been canceled. So very unfortunate right there, but I'm glad we're finally going to get a Worldwide Technology scheme. We have not had one since 2018, and so that is going to make up for all the people who wanted a 164 scale diecast from 2019. So we're going to get it for this year. Now this one, I'm a little disappointed. This guy is your freaking pole sitter for this year's Daytona 500. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., guys. This car not only got canceled, but it got canceled in every single scale. I mean, God, I guess we're gonna have to bring in Polwin diecast to get these a Stenhouse diecast made. But yeah, guys, his Kroger car got canceled in all scales: 124 Elite, 124 ARC, and 164 scale. That is pretty damn unfortunate, guys. Very, very unfortunate, considering, like I said, Stenhouse was running pretty well at the Daytona race, and then he ran out of talent and wrecked. So, I understand that there are, I mean, I know I'm saying this to a lot of drivers, but I mean, the NASCAR fan base likes to get divided when it comes to drivers, and Stenhouse is one of those guys. I mean, yeah, I mean, can't really say too much about that, but it is a unique looking paint scheme. But look out for NASCAR Authentics. We might get this. And the last diecast we talked about to wrap up this very lengthy and controversial episode of the diecast news, it is going to end off with a truck, guys. So another truck diecast has been canceled for 2020, and this one sucks. Absolutely sucks. For the second year in a row, guys, your Daytona truck champion. It happened last year with Austin Hill's 2019 truck when he won Daytona, and now it's happening this year's with Grant Enfiger's champion Daytona truck race win from Daytona. That's unfortunate, because I mean that was a very exciting truck race, guys, when it came down between him and Jordan Anderson. And that's going to be unfortunate, because I know a lot of people will love to collect both those diecasts to recreate that scene. But maybe NASCAR Thanks will save the day and get this diecast made. But 124 collectors, you are in luck, because it has been made. But 164 collectors, we are once again out of the diving tube, and we are unfortunately we have to wait and see what Lionel's going to pull out for the NASCAR Authentics 2020 race, because this one I think it's going to be a favorite for sure, especially with that silver, with that chrome silver it has. I mean, my God, that is actually kind of beautiful for the ThorSport trucks, and I'm glad all of them did. Don't be surprised if we'll get all 4 ThorSport trucks for this year, like we did with last year. I mean, we're still waiting for a Johnny Sauter 164 truck. But with all that, my guys, this is going to wrap up this lengthy episode of the NASCAR Diecast News. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys are staying home safe and just my God, guys, I mean, I'm hoping I'm going to get back on track with the Diecast News. I mean, I know there wasn't really much to talk about, so I hope you guys enjoyed this mega episode of the Diecast News. I mean, I'll probably be calling that, but my God, I mean, hopefully we'll never have any more cancellations like this ever again, because, God, we just need some good news right now. We do, with everything going on in this world. But like I said, guys, just thank you guys so much, and thank you guys for 3,400 subscribers. I mean, my God, I mean, I never got the time to go ahead and say that until now, so just thank you guys, and I appreciate you guys' support, and thank you guys for watching all my diecast reviews. I do appreciate you guys all, and you know, I don't know, I mean, this has been kind of rough on my end as well, so I hope we all just get through this together, and just if you guys ever want to talk to me, or I do have a Discord server as well, so I mean, I usually go on there from time to time and see how things will go. But I'm always here to talk about the diecast, and you guys can message me on Instagram or do whatever you can, because, you know, heck, we all got to stay connected some way or another, and this series alone is what keeps us connected. So just thank you guys for your support, and this has been OBB, the Diecast News Guy. Until next time, I will catch you guys on another safe, lengthy episode of the NASCAR Diecast News.